What's going on, guys? Jim here from Clockwork Industries. Welcome back to another Clockwork gaming video for Diablo Immortal. In this one, we're going to go over the brand new Conqueror PvP mode that is completely free-to-play friendly. You have no resonance affected, no combat rating affected by your gems. You go in there with the gems you have on, and they are maxed up to rank 10 with no resonance and no combat rating. You get the bonus of the gem at rank 10, but just the effect of the gem itself. So you could put in a 1-star gem and then you go to max rank with that. The resonance and CR from it doesn't matter, just the effect from the gem. So you can put in different types of gems and try different types of builds if you'd like to, if you have them available in your bag. They'll all be at the max power of what the gem's effect is, but you won't have any resonance or combat rating from it. So essentially this is a full free to play, no pay for power involved PvP game mode. And before I get into that, I want to thank you guys for subscribing to the channel, watching the channel. The channel was just invited to be in the YouTube partner program, so essentially I can start monetizing the channel here pretty soon. I'm waiting on the approval process, but I don't even have the amount of subs needed to hit that threshold. I think you're supposed to have 1,000 subs, but I just got the invitation today, so I don't know if I hit a viewpoint threshold or a watch time threshold that just let it go through anyway, but either way, I wouldn't be able to hit any of those guys, any of those points without you guys watching. So thank you for that. I do appreciate it. And speaking of channels, in the description, I'm gonna have another channel I made for Diablo 4 content. I'm more so trying to not necessarily make a new channel per game, but I'm gonna make a channel for like, I just have this channel for mobile gaming and Diablo Immortal coverage, and then the other one's for PC gaming, starting with Diablo 4. That kind of gives me the freedom to cover any kind of topics, but they're mobile gaming and PC gaming are two separate different entities, I think, and a lot of the games are completely different audiences and stuff like that. So I've decided to split things up that way. So I'll have a link there if you want to see some Diablo 4 videos on the rogue builds that I'm going to be making, and then trying through different characters, and then the seasonal content and all that stuff. But I'll have the link down in the description for that one. But back to this here with the Conqueror PvP mode. It's under the events tab here, and you go to Conqueror, and then you enter match. Some awesome things about this PvP mode is it queues all day long. So I guess we'll queue into a match here. I don't know how long I want this video to be. I was just going to kind of click through some stuff, but it'll be helpful to show you some things if I can get into a quick queue. I might not stay for the whole video. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have a 4-hour-long VOD this morning. I did like 20 matches, 25 matches or something like that. It was a ton of fun. We just kept queuing up. All my buddies hanging out in the chat, they were clicking the button at the same time. We're on the same server and stuff in the same battle group, and we were all queuing up together. It was a ton of fun. We're getting on the same team, fighting each other. Everybody's on an even playing field in terms of power levels. That's the greatest part about this, is it's, you know, all the gem resonance, all that stuff, all of that is on the total even playing field. Even your secondary gems, you have no gems on the side. I'll show you what my character looks like as soon as we get into here. Obviously, we're probably not going to see this permanently in the game, unfortunately, because if they have this type of game mode for PvP, the current incentive structure, which we can get a whole nother topic about this, I think they missed the boat on this. Kind of like they opened Pandora's box, and it is what it is at this point, and people are going to get really mad if their character is not super strong in Battlegrounds right now, because that is essentially where the pay to win in this game comes in. I don't even call it pay to win, it's just pay for power, but you get to use that power the most in Battlegrounds, and they've tweaked with matchmaking. I'm happy that they've been working on matchmaking. They are making substantial changes to make matchmaking better, but it has a long way to go. And now with adding more resonance because of the extra gear slots you hit at Paragon 800, it adds up to 10,000 resonance now. But they did do a squish, and they are trying to make calibration, so I will give them that. We'll see how things continue to go. I would love to see this in the game, at least this Conqueror PvP mode, hopefully as often as like a Fractured Plane or like 10 days a month. But as you can see, all my gems are just rank 10 with no CR or anything like that. I have no secondary gems. Everybody is on the same playing field here. Let me put this in performance mode so I can get better frame rates here. And basically what we're doing is we're fighting in a tower battle mode. So the whole goal here is there's 5 towers. You want to capture the towers. Some helpful things here too. Kill those side mobs if you can kill them really quick, because they will drop things like frenzy globes and quickening globes. And what you basically want to do is like a Wrathy Basin in World of Warcraft. You want to capture the towers, and whoever's holding the most towers is going to get points quicker. And then when you hit 1,000 points, the boss will pop out, and the boss grants the team that kills gets the kill shot. I believe it's whoever, we're still trying to figure it out exactly. Whoever gets the kill shot or takes the boss out gets the 200 points from the kill on the boss. But basically right now, everybody's on the playing field. That guy with the big wing, Shroomin right there, I see him in BGs all the time. Me and him are at the same power levels right now fighting in here. And right now I'm on screen capture mode, so that's being a little bit choppier. But I'm also going to have a video coming out on the build I've been using for PvP with the Crusader. I really like it. It seems to be pretty effective in buffing the group. Now, I'm coming from more... I transferred over to Satyr from Monk, so my gems, my setup is more geared with an heavy to armor and armor pen. And it doesn't really... It doesn't really line up well with your typical support Crusader, but I do have quite a bit of damage output, and I'm glad I did that too, because even in normal battlegrounds, I'm finding myself to be more effective with the new resonance squish. I talked about that in my last battleground video. Let's see if we can get a W out here. So we got a 4 cap going on. Drop down to a 3 cap. There has been a lot of lag and rubber banding in here. I don't got much support here. But what I'm noticing too is like the matches seem to be where like the players who do a lot of battlegrounds, that's what's coming into effect here, is your ability to play your character, knowing when to use your cooldowns, knowing when to run away from the fight, and understanding the game mode and capturing the towers and when to, you know, what to pay attention to, when to take back towers. And yeah, I had no backup there. The whole team was coming in on me. We do have a heavy 4 cap right now. But it's really nice to finally have a PvP mode where we're all on a even power level playing field, and your ability to play your character and understand the game modes and the objectives is the most important factor in winning the match, other than just getting stuck on a team that's either doesn't have enough power or is... Even the matches in normal battlegrounds where you're on the team that's just the total mismatch and you're on the winning team, it's not fun. It makes for a boring fight, and you're just waiting to get out of the next. Trying to fight him off. We're about to get to the boss. Hopefully the boss is about to pop out here. Boss is out. Our team better get to him quick. The boss grants you 200 points, and it can be the make or break in a fight here. We got the boss. It looks like we sealed a win here. Nice. But in my opinion, this is the funnest game mode that they've added to the game since launch. It's what we've been asking for. But obviously, if you have if one of the overarching factors to PvP in this game. As sort of like the end game of the game, once you kind of have your power, you got your gems leveled up, has been PvP. You know, the leaderboards don't really grant you too many benefits, and it's easy to stay within like the top, you know, like the top 100 of most of the leaderboards get you rewards at the end of the season or whatever. So taking your power and going into battlegrounds is usually what you do with that, and it's just nice to have a game mode like this where you can go and test your skills without the gems. I also think this is going to be a good testing ground for balancing classes, because there's a lot of things that scale so much differently. When a player hits 6k res and they get all their awakening bonuses, and it unlocks a whole new tier of their character. There's a gigantic difference between 8 and 2. I had the top points on the team. This is another thing that I really like, the score. Now, I think they can take this and put it into the current BGs and improve matchmaking. You basically, if I'm on the winning team, I have the highest score, I get the most points. If I'm on the losing team and I have the highest score, I lose the least points. If I'm on the losing team and have the lowest score, I should lose the most points. Now, what this will eventually do is then you start matchmaking based on people's point bracket. You use a band of however many points, and if you're at the lowest end of that, you work your way up in there, and as you drop down, you're fighting against players who are in that same skill level bracket, even if you're paying for power or not. This will automatically, over time, balance you out throughout the season. Everybody will you can use the seasons for a fresh wipe and a restart with the new Battleground season mode, and basically use these points to calibrate the matchmaking system. It doesn't matter if people paid for power at that point too, because you're paying for power to unlock new abilities on your character. You get new awakening bonuses, new gems, and all that kind of stuff. That's what you're paying for, to have access to these extra things, not to just go one shot another player like a trash mob. Like, that's not even fun. That's like, I'm about to have 4,000 resonance after this, once I hit Paragon 800 and get the 2 new pieces of gear. I don't want to get put in a match against people that have 1,000 resonance and just be able to throw my shield out and kill the whole team. That is not rewarding. That's not fun. That's not enjoyable. I can go do that in an open world and just kill trash mobs. I want to fight against players right around my power level and try to outskill them and do them, actually perform well and increase my skill by performing against players around my skill level or even a little bit better. That's how I want to be challenged in the PvP mode. And I want to spend to unlock more ability in my character, and then try to fight other players who have those skills and abilities unlocked as well. I want to fight people around my power level. So that's how I look at it personally. That's just my take on it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. That was basically the rundown of the new PvP game mode. It's a ton of fun. We only have 12 days, so take advantage of it. If you've never PvP'd or you've avoided it because you're free to play, get in there. Those 1-star and 2-star gems have amazing buffs at rank 10. So in some cases, you might even have an advantage. Like, I have all 5 stars right now, but there are plenty of 1-star and 2-star gems that are better buffs, but most people don't use them because they don't have the resonance output, and they're overlooked by the higher power, higher resonance players. So take your gems in there, try it out. We have 12 days. I really hope that this is something, and let Blizzard know. Post on Reddit, tell them that you love this game mode. If you do love this game mode, I think most players that aren't wailing out in this game love this game mode, and even me, who's like at a moderate level, pay for power, like a mid-tier, like pretty much a dolphin, I'd say. I love this game mode. It's a ton of fun, and I hope they keep bringing it back to the game. I don't know. That's just my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions or anything, I'll try to answer them for you. And yeah, go log in and jump into the Conqueror PvP mode. And I hope they at least bring this back like Fractured Plane. I'd like to see them add a leaderboard to it, and more rewards for it. They can really build off of this, and they can also use this to help calibrate the player power and the different classes, where things are a little bit more even. So take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.